y'all watching this, y'all probably wondering how I got into real estate. There's different ways to get started, but in this video, I'm gonna show you how I got started in this business. It started back in the day when I was working for a company and I decided I want to be my own boss. The word real estate is such a general term. You can be in it in different ways. You could be an investor, you could be a wholesaler, you could be a contractor, you could be a real estate agent. Obviously, I chose the contractor and investor route. While I knew I wanted to be my own boss, I didn't know it would be in real estate. I started from doing the work myself. I was doing flooring, I was doing painting, I was doing drywall, I was doing everything. Believe it or not, doing all that work actually gave me the unique advantages I have today. I'm able to know the do's and don'ts on a construction project, be able to rehab my own houses, and I'm able to negotiate with contractors when I know they're overpricing for a job. As I mentioned earlier, I was the one actually doing the work. It first started in fencing, and from fencing I went to plumbing. In plumbing, we were doing water lines, we were doing underground sewers, we were working at actual schools and building them. In plumbing, there's a lot to learn, and it took about 5 years for me to get my license. Once I got my license, I was getting so many jobs that I couldn't turn down the work. I decided I want to do other things as well, so I started getting into the handyman services. And when that started to pick up, I had no choice but to hire subs, and that's where I'm at now. All right, so let's backtrack a little bit. When I started picking up those jobs, I started getting so many that I created the AAV Handyman Services. When we had the AAV Handyman Services, we were getting all types of make-readies, all kinds of jobs, and we started getting bigger ones to where we created the AAV Renovation. So during the time we were doing the Handyman Services, I was working at an apartment complex for this individual. He offered me a triplex, and at the time I didn't even own a house yet. I knew it was an opportunity, so I bought it. When I closed on this triplex, I had one vacant unit. I rehabbed it in a couple of weeks and turned it into cash flow property. That was my entry into becoming a landlord. So when I purchased that triplex, it was actually owner financed. Once I got that owner finance deal, it opened my eyes to a whole bunch of opportunities. I picked up another house, I picked up another duplex. I kept going, I kept working, I kept running the business, and I just keep investing in these properties. I got to the point where I had so many renters and so many people calling me that I got burned out. I started to sell them, but once I saw that cash flow wasn't coming in, I started rebuying again. So always keep that in mind. If you're gonna buy properties and you got that cash flow, you're gonna wanna keep that. Oh yeah, and these chains, I just thought it would be cool for this segment. They're actually just little trophies for me, but if you know me and you see me around, you'll never see me wearing them.